Listen, you think you know when a woman loves you, the sweet texts, the affection, the time she spends with you. But what if I told you that the real signs of deep love are so counterintuitive, so opposite of what you'd expect, that most men miss them completely? And here's where it gets insane. There's one behavior on this list that actually looks like she's pushing you away, but it's the strongest proof she's falling harder than she's ever fallen for anyone. I'll reveal what that is at number 4. And when you hear it, you're going to think I'm lying to you. But first, you need to understand something that will change how you see relationships forever. The women who love you the most don't always show it the way you think. In fact, according to a study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, 73% of men completely misread the deepest signs of female attachment, which means right now, you could have a woman who's madly in love with you and you're walking around thinking she's losing interest. I'm about to reveal 7 behaviors that only happen when a woman is in deep, transformative love. Not casual interest, not attraction, not even regular love. I'm talking about the kind of love that changes how her brain processes reality. And I'll explain the neuroscience behind each one so you'll never misread her signals again. Because here's the truth. Missing these signs doesn't just mean you're clueless. It means you might destroy the best relationship of your life because you thought she was pulling away when she was actually falling deeper. Sign number 1, she shares her unglamorous moments. But watch what she doesn't share. Here's what happens. She starts letting you see her at her absolute worst. No makeup at 6 a.m., sweatpants and messy hair, stress crying over work, complaining about her family without any filter, and you think, great, she's comfortable with me. But wait, there's a twist here that most men completely miss. Pay attention to what she shares versus what she keeps hidden. Because here's the mind-blowing part. When a woman is madly in love, she'll show you her ugly moments, her boring moments, her frustrated moments. But there's one thing she'll hide from you more carefully than anything else. And I'm going to tell you what it is in just a second. But first, you need to understand why this matters. There's a psychological concept called selective vulnerability. It means she's strategically choosing which imperfections to reveal. She'll show you the stuff that makes her human, the stuff that proves she trusts you. But the things she won't show you, her interest in other men, even casual, meaningless interest, even just noticing another guy exists. When she's madly in love, she makes herself blind to other options. She won't even mention that another guy hit on her. She won't bring up her ex unless absolutely necessary. She'll act like you're the only man on the planet. Why? Because when a woman is deeply in love, her brain literally suppresses attention to alternatives. Neuroscientists call this unintentional blindness for romantic alternatives. Her mind is so focused on you that other potential partners become invisible. But here's the kicker. Most guys assume she's hiding other options. They get jealous or paranoid, when in reality, her silence about other men is the loudest declaration of love she could possibly give you. If she's showing you her worst but never mentioning other guys, you've won her heart completely. But don't get comfortable yet, because sign number 2 is going to reveal something she's doing behind your back. And when you find out what it is, you'll either feel like the luckiest man alive, or you'll realize you've been taking her for granted this whole time. Sign number 2, she protects your reputation fiercely even when you're wrong. This one is subtle but incredibly powerful, and it reveals something about female love that most men never witness. When a woman is madly in love with you, she becomes your defender in spaces you'll never see. Her friends criticize you, and she shuts it down instantly. Someone at work badmouths you, and she speaks up without hesitation. Her family questions your decisions, and she has your back even when she privately disagrees with you. But here's where it gets crazy, and this is the part that's going to sound unbelievable. She'll defend you even when she knows you're wrong, even when she's angry at you, even when you've messed up and disappointed her. To the outside world, you're still her person, still her priority, still someone worth protecting. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds unhealthy. That sounds like she's being fake. But you're missing the psychology here. This isn't about blind loyalty. This is about something researchers call protective advocacy. When a woman is deeply in love, your reputation becomes an extension of her emotional investment. An attack on you is an attack on what you've built together, and she'll defend that with everything she has. And here's the test that will prove if she's really in love with you. Next time you're at a gathering with her friends, pay attention to how they talk about you when she's in the room versus when she steps away. If her friends are more careful, more respectful, more filtered when she's present, that's her doing. She's trained them to respect you, not because she's controlling, but because she won't tolerate disrespect towards someone she loves madly. Most men never notice this is happening. They have no idea she's fighting battles for them in conversations they'll never hear. And the day she stops, the day she lets her friends trash you without saying a word, that's the day you've lost her. But we're not done yet, because sign number 3 is going to reveal a behavior that proves she's thinking about you even when you're not around. And the frequency of this behavior will tell you exactly how deep her feelings go. Sign number 3, she remembers the details you've forgotten and uses them as weapons. Let me ask you something. Have you ever mentioned something random, something meaningless in passing, and weeks later she brings it up like it was the most important conversation you've ever had? You mentioned once that you loved a certain candy as a kid, and suddenly it appears in a gift. You complained about your boss on a Tuesday, and 3 weeks later she asks how that situation resolved. You told her about a childhood dream, and she's been secretly researching it for months. Here's what's actually happening. When a woman is madly in love, her brain prioritizes information about you above almost everything else. There's actual neuroscience behind this. Studies show that when we're deeply attached to someone, our hippocampus, the memory center of our brain, flags everything related to that person as critically important. She's not trying to remember. She just does because you've become the main character in her internal narrative. But here's the part that's going to blow your mind. She's not just remembering random facts to be sweet. She's building a psychological profile of you. She's learning your patterns, your triggers, your desires, your fears, and she's storing all of it. Why? Because when you love someone madly, you want to understand them at a level deeper than they understand themselves. You want to predict their needs before they ask. You want to support them in ways they didn't know they needed. Now, here's where this gets dangerous. And pay attention, because this is critical. Those same details she remembers. She can use them against you in an argument. She'll bring up something you said 6 months ago to prove a point. She'll reference a pattern you didn't even know you had. She'll connect dots you didn't realize were dots. And here's what you need to understand. This isn't manipulation. This is investment. She's paying such close attention because you matter. When someone doesn't care, they don't remember. They don't track. They don't notice. But when someone is madly in love, every word you say gets archived for better or worse. If she's remembering everything, even the uncomfortable stuff, even the stuff you wish she'd forget, that's not her being petty. That's her being completely absorbed in you. But don't celebrate yet, because sign number 4 is the one I warned you about at the beginning, the one that looks like she's pushing you away when she's actually falling harder than ever. And when I tell you what it is, you're going to want to rewind and watch this section twice. Sign number 4, she gets comfortable being silent around you, but watch her body language. This is the behavior that 95% of men completely misinterpret, and it costs them relationships they didn't need to lose. When a woman is madly in love with you, she becomes comfortable with silence. Not awkward silence, not the cold shoulder, but genuine, peaceful silence where nothing needs to be said. You're sitting together and she's scrolling on her phone or reading a book or just staring into space, and she's perfectly content. Now, if you've made it this far, you need to drop a comment right now with the word "thank you." So, I know you're serious about learning this, because what I'm about to reveal in sign number 5 is something most women will never admit out loud, but it's happening in their minds constantly when they're deeply in love. And understanding this will give you more power in your relationship than almost anything else. Sign number 5, she starts planning her life around yours without asking permission. This one is massive, and it's not about her losing her independence, it's about integration. When a woman is madly in love with you, she starts naturally weaving you into her future plans without even thinking about it. She's looking at job opportunities and considers where you are. She's making plans with friends and checks your schedule first. She's thinking about moving, and suddenly your proximity matters. Now, sign number 6 is where things get controversial, because this behavior involves conflict. And most men think that fighting means the relationship is in trouble. But when a woman is madly in love, the way she fights with you changes in a very specific way. And if you react wrong to this, you'll trigger something psychologists call the abandonment confirmation bias and lose her forever. So pay very close attention to what I'm about to tell you. Sign number 6, she fights with you differently. And this will confuse you. When a woman is madly in love with you, your arguments change, not in frequency. Maybe you fight just as much as before, but the quality of those fights transforms in a way that most men completely miss. Here's what I mean. She fights to resolve, not to win. She brings up issues because she wants to fix them, not because she wants to prove you wrong. She stays calm even when she's angry, because losing you scares her more than winning the argument. Sign number 7, she celebrates your wins like they're her own and mourns your losses the same way. The final sign, when a woman is madly in love with you, your success becomes her joy. Not because she needs you to succeed to validate her, but because she's genuinely, deeply happy when good things happen to you. You get a promotion, and she's more excited than you are. You achieve a personal goal, and she's celebrating like she won the lottery. You have a good day, and it literally brightens her entire mood. What you need to do right now. So here's what you need to understand. If you're seeing these 7 signs, you have something most men will never experience. You have a woman who's madly, deeply, irrevocably in love with you. She's showing you her ugly moments while hiding other options. She's defending you behind your back. She's remembering every detail of your life. She's comfortable being silent but staying close. She's reorganizing her future around you. She's fighting to keep you, not to hurt you. And she's experiencing your life as if it's her own. If this video opened your eyes to something you've been missing, drop a comment right now and tell me which sign hit you the hardest.